Hi, welcome to Green TV, the show that focuses on independent Green Party and Green Party candidates for office and positive eco-jobs for the economy, Green New Deal solutions, solar jobs, wind jobs, geothermal jobs, rail jobs, conservation jobs, efficiency jobs. Also here on the set.
Hi, I'm Brooklyn Kinley. I'm the independent Green Party candidate for Arlington County School Board.
I'm Kate Alexandrova, and on today's show we have 32 independent Green Party endorsees nominees to introduce. The Green Party held its annual national meeting in St. Louis, Missouri, the last week of July. There are now 5 candidates competing for the Green Party nomination for President of the United States.
Dr. Williams Krimmel, Dr. Kent Mesplay, Seema Curry, Daryl Cherney, and Dr. Jill Stein. Dr. Mesplay, Ms. Curry, and Mr. Cherney are all from California. Dr. Krimmel is from South Carolina. Dr. Stein hails from Massachusetts. Dr. Jill Stein is a Harvard Medical School educated physician. Dr. Jill Stein was also a Harvard University med school professor. Stein is a wife and a mother. As a Green Party candidate, Dr. Jill Stein was elected and re-elected to local office. Jill Stein ran twice for governor. Dr. Jill Stein was the Green Party nominee in 2012 for United States President. Dr. Stein runs on the Green Party Green New Deal, eco-jobs for the economy, solar jobs, wind jobs, geothermal jobs, rail jobs.
Dr. Kent Mesplay is a scientist and climatologist. Of all the Green Party candidates seeking the Green Party nomination for President of the United States, Dr. Kent Mesplay has the most formal education on climate change. Dr. Kent Mesplay also supports the Green Party Green New Deal Eco-Jobs for the Economy platform, high-speed magnetic levitation trains nationwide. William Krimmel has a PhD in political science and a Juris Doctorate. The Green Party candidate is a retired Indiana University professor. Krimmel has run for local, state, and federal office as a Green Party candidate.
Dale Cherney is a documentarian. Mr. Cherney has been a Green Party candidate before. Cherney ran as a Green Party candidate for Congress. Seema Curry is the newest Green Party candidate to join the contenders for the nomination for President of the United States. That's Curry campaigning for the Green Party 2008 vice presidential nomination. Ms. Curry worked closely with the Green Party nominee for president in 2008, former Congresswoman Cynthia McKinney. The Green Party's Dr. Jill Stein is making campaign visits across the country. Stein is also on fundraising trips across the country. Dr. Stein was just in Baltimore at a Green Party fundraiser. Dr. Jill Stein has already released her first campaign ad.
The biggest way people give up power is by not knowing that we have it to start with. Well, we've got it, and we're going to use it. And it doesn't come from the big corporate political parties that are bought and paid for by Wall Street. Their choices are not our choices.
Their candidates are not our candidates. Their economy is not our economy.
Their government is not our government. Their prisons are not our prisons. Their police are not our police. And their endless wars are not our wars. And their recovery for the few is not our recovery. The 1% is quaking in their boots because we're waking up to the fact that
Jill Stein for the Green Party nomination. Dr. Margaret Flowers, Green Party candidate for U.S. Senate in Maryland, hosted a fundraiser for Dr. Stein. The Green Party's Dr. Flowers was also one of several leading Greens to introduce Dr. Stein at the National Press Club.
And for U.S. President, I think that what happened today in Congress is just a symptom of where we are as a nation. The fact that the broadest coalition ever of groups across the political spectrum, across issues, all of labor, the environmental movement, people who care about food safety, health care, internet freedom, you name it, came together to fight fast track, to tell Congress not to sneak secret treaties through without understanding their impacts on our communities, with hundreds of thousands of phone calls, emails, letters from major coalitions across the nation. Even the European Parliament members sent letters to our Congress saying don't pass fast track, and they went ahead and did it anyway. And how did they do it? They did it by bending the rules. They did it by having just exactly the amount of votes that they needed to pass it. How convenient was that?
Bonnie Lane is the Green Party candidate for mayor in Baltimore. Bonnie Lane supports Dr. Jill Stein for the Green Party nomination.
All right, first, tell me your name, please.
My name is Bonnie Lane.
And Bonnie, you're a Green Party candidate for mayor up in Baltimore, I do believe. Is that right?
Correct, yes.
And you're here today at the National Press Club for Dr. Stein's announcement. Please tell me why you think Dr. Jill Stein will be an excellent Green Party candidate for president.
Because Dr. Stein is a real person. She understands the problems of the everyday citizen and not just out for the money that the corporations can give her, like a lot of people. She understands what we need to do in this country, and she's ready to do it.
Bonnie, the positive solutions that Dr. Stein offers and that you echo in your campaign for mayor, name a couple for me, please.
Reforms like on the environment, not passing this rigged Trans-Pacific Partnership, which is being voted on now, police reform.
And once again, tell me your full name and your party.
My name is Bonnie Renee Lane, Green Party.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Former Green Party U.S. Senate candidate Medea Benjamin and founder of Code Pink is also a Dr. Jill Stein supporter.
Medea Benjamin, former Green Party candidate for U.S. Senate in California and founder of Code Pink. Medea, why do you think Dr. Stein will be the best candidate for U.S. president, the Green Party's Dr. Stein?
Because she is not part of the two-party duopoly that really trades between one and the other every couple of years, but keeps us pretty much on the same track of a country that's now in a state of perpetual war that follows the same militarization, whether it's a Bush in the White House or Obama in the White House, and continues to waste over 50% of our discretionary funds on a bloated military instead of investing it in our communities. So we need fresh thinking. We need somebody outside the box, outside the two-party system, and somebody who cares more about the people and the planet than about corporate profits, and that's Dr. Jill Stein.
Thank you, Medea.
The Green Party nominee for Vice President of the United States in 2012 was Cherry Honkala of the Pennsylvania Green Party. Cherry Honkala is also a strong supporter of Dr. Jill Stein for the Green Party nomination for President of the United States in 2016.
Sherry Honkala, the Green Party. Tell me, if you would, please, Sherry, we're here today at the announcement for Dr. Stein running for the Green Party nomination for president. Why will Dr. Stein be the strongest candidate for president in the United States?
You know, Dr. Stein is not just somebody that talks the talk, she walks the walk. For many years now, she's been in favor of guaranteeing health care for everyone, housing for everybody, jobs that pay living wages. She wouldn't agree to ship our jobs off overseas. She's strongly against racism. She stands for the disabled, and the list goes on. We know that the other one political party right now is really about supporting corporate America and isn't about supporting the people. And so people would be an absolute fool not to support Jill Stein.
Sherry Honkala, thank you, ma'am.
The Green Party will have a series of state caucus events and primaries. It will be a full 12 months until Green Party delegates select the Green Party nominee at next summer's National Green Party Convention.
At this year's National Green Party meeting, 7 national co-chairs were elected. Unlike the 2 larger parties, the Green Party does not have a single national chair. Those co-chairs with a treasurer and secretary are the National Green Party steering committees. Green Party co-chairs are Sandra Everett, California's Green Party, Bahram Zandi, Maryland's Green Party, Andrea Merida, Colorado's Green Party, Tamara Yeager, Virginia's Green Party, Jan Martell, North Carolina Green Party, was elected National Secretary of the Green Party, Audrey Clement, Virginia's Green Party, Charles Ostick, Nebraska's Green Party, and Karen Young, New York Green Party. The independent Green Party's Gail Ferrer Parker sought the Green Party nomination for president in 2008. Here was Gail at the Green Party national meeting in Reading, Pennsylvania.
I want to thank all of the candidates here today and all of the state and local candidates all across the nation for running for office. I'm Gail Ferrer Parker. I'm a retired Air Force officer, professional analyst. I'm a mother of 3 grown children, and I'm a grandmother of 4. I'm also the state vice chair of the Independent Greens of Virginia. I traveled 50,000 Virginia miles last year campaigning on the ballot for U.S. Senate. We collected 70,000 petition signatures, put on the ballot 8 congressional candidates. We spoke face to face with over 1 million Virginians. We need 435 Green Party candidates on the ballot in every U.S. House of Representatives district in 2008. We need 33 Green Party candidates on the ballot in every U.S. Senate race next year. The Green Party wins. The Greens win by participating. We get 468 Greens for House and Senate on the ballot. In the debate and on the ballot, Greens help define the debate. That is winning. Winning is participating, and failure, impossible. I ask each one of you here today in this room to get on the ballot in 2008. We need more trains, less traffic, cut dependency on foreign oil, stop the oil wars. For half of what this administration has stolen from Social Security, in a single year, we could already have built a nationwide high-speed maglev system. Like in Europe and Asia, we need trains as fast as planes, right down the middle of the interstate median. 44,000 Americans are killed every year on our roadways, every year. 330,000 Americans are injured on our roads every year. Every week, a local teenager dies on our roads back home. And rail is safer for our families. Rail makes us all safer and more secure. We need a green government, fiscally conservative and socially responsible. Stop those no-bid, uncontested contracts at the Pentagon. Install an auditable accounting system at the Pentagon. After 50 years and trillions of squandered tax dollars, it's time to stop the theft and money laundering at the Pentagon. We need to be able to count the money. And we must stop the crony privatization of civil service. We want to stop the $100 billion of our tax dollars flowing to those black water mercenaries. And finally, there have been several mentions of a big name candidate. You know, a lot of people say that a big name would bring a lot of people. Now, Michael Bloomberg is a big name. Shared values are important. To win ballot status in Virginia, we need 10% at a statewide race, and Michael Bloomberg is now polling at 10% in Virginia. Be seen being green. Get on the ballot now.
The Independent Green Party of Virginia has Independent Green Party endorsee nominees for Virginia State Senate. Marlene Durfee, Independent Green Party 10th District. Marlene Durfee is a former member of the County Board of Supervisors. Joe Morrissey, Independent Green Party 16th District. Fighting Joe Morrissey was the first Independent Green Party Central Committee member elected to the Virginia House of Delegates. Joe Morrissey is a former Commonwealth attorney. Steve Nelson, Independent Green Party endorsee 19th District. Steve Nelson is a conservative Independent Green endorsee. Don Caldwell, Independent Green Party endorsee 21st District.
Don Caldwell has served for 34 years in Roanoke as the Commonwealth Attorney. Don Caldwell, a very strong state Senate candidate, endorsee of the Independent Green Party of Virginia.
And up next, Captain Ron Fisher, U.S. Navy retired, Independent Green Party 30th District.
I'm Ron Fisher, Independent Green Party, Captain U.S. Navy retired. We need more trains and less traffic. 33,000 Americans are killed every year on the highways. 330,000 are injured every year. Rail is 1 million times safer. Rail saves lives. Rail also means less climate change and less global warming. My platform is on peoplenow.org. It calls for permanently ended poverty and all wars, conflicts, hunger, depression, and recessions. It shows where the money and the people will come from to do this. Please take a look at the website peoplenow.org and send me your inputs. I'm Ron Fisher, Independent Green Party.
And Captain Fisher is right here with us today.
Thank you.
Welcome to Green TV.
Captain Ron Fisher, thanks for coming. State Senate candidate, 30th District. Captain Fisher, first you're the pride of Bemis, Tennessee, and that's a wonderful thing. What is the first piece of legislation, Captain Ron Fisher, that you would bring before the State Senate when elected?
I'd get more rail all over Virginia, high-speed maglev, lightweight rail, integrated with all the towns and cities. And this would save a hell of a lot of lives, as we just said there. It would also cut back on the climate change and global warming. But it would put a lot of people to work, get the economy going.
Captain Fisher, we want to make sure to say your website, where your entire campaign platform, where is that? What's the name of it?
It's described on peoplenow.org. peoplenow.org.
Some personal details about you, Captain Ron Fisher, Independent Green Party candidate for State Senate 30th District. You're a husband, a father, a grandfather. How many brothers and sisters?
I had 8 brothers and 4 sisters.
That's a good-sized Tennessee family.
Good size. I was the 9th. That's why I talk so much.
Is that right? And then on the flip side now, as a father, how many children do you have?
I have the 4 sons.
Uh-huh.
I would brag about them, but
well, it's always a pleasure.
Okay.
And the grandchildren.
Well, I have 3 grandchildren. I would like to brag about my granddaughter. As a freshman, they won the state championship in rowing last year. They were 12th in the nation this year.
Now, thank you for telling us that, Captain Ron Fisher. Quickly now, shift back to your platform. Give us 1 or 2 quick things that you want folks to know about your plan as a state senator.
The idea at all levels of government, we've got to get the people working together. We have a lot of talent, but we're not working well enough together. We need to reorganize the Congress so that we know what the legislature and actually the plan is mimicked at each level of government. It's designed. It goes all the way up to the United Nations, and it would be. Of course, the state government is very important for a lot of the social programs we need to do. We obviously need to end war. They're illegal. We need to eliminate poverty. With technology today, we can easily do that. I could talk for hours about this, obviously, but you can look at it on the plan. It's peoplenow.org.
Captain Ron Fisher, Independent Green Party candidate for State Senate.
Thank you.
I'm a fan.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming over.
Well, thank you.
I believe. Next up is Terry Mudglin, U.S. Army veteran, Independent Green Party, 35th District.
That 35th District is Annandale and pieces of North Springfield and goes all the way over into parts of Falls Church. The incumbent in the 31st District, where Terry Mudglin is running, is the minority leader in the state Senate. Terry Mudglin has focused on rail, and the Independent Green Party, as Terry Mudglin articulates, strongly opposes the billion-dollar boondoggle toll roads, advocating for rail instead. That is Terry Mudglin, Independent Green Party nominee in the 35th District.
Independent Green Party endorsee nominees for Virginia House of Delegates. Colonel Jim Leslie, U.S. Marines retired, Independent Green Party, 38th District.
Colonel Jim Leslie there is the only Native American Indian on the ballot for House of Delegates. He is a husband, a father, a grandfather, a Vietnam vet, and a pilot.
Paul J. McIlvaine, Independent Green Party, 43rd District.
Mr. McIlvaine is a retired federal engineer and an opera singer.
Jane Murphy, Independent Green Party, 47th District.
Janet Murphy, Independent Green Party, is a mother and a new grandmother. Janet Murphy is dedicated to more trains and less traffic, a strong advocate of bike share, advancing bike share and solar jobs, wind jobs, geothermal jobs, the Green New Deal, eco jobs for the economy. That's Janet Murphy, the Independent Green Party candidate in the 47th District.
Michael Dickinson, Independent Green Party endorsee, 68th District. Steve Imholt, Independent Green Party endorsee, 71st District. Steve Imholt is an IT professional. Steve Imholt, Independent Green Party endorsee, works as a project manager and enterprise architect. Steve Imholt was elected to the county school board. The Independent Green Party endorsee, Imholt, is a husband and a father of 4. David Morris Lambert, Independent Green Party, 74th District.
David Lambert is running in the eastern part of Richmond. David Lambert is the son of former state senator Benny Lambert, the longtime serving senator in the state Senate in Virginia. That is David Lambert, independent Green Party candidate for the 74th District in the House of Delegates.
Jeff Staples, Green Party, 81st District. Paul Brubaker, Independent Green Party, endorsee, 86th District. Priscilla Burnett, Independent Green Party, 95th District.
Priscilla E. Burnett, the Independent Green Party candidate. Priscilla E. Burnett is a retired law enforcement professional. Priscilla E. Burnett, Independent Green Party in the 95th District, and that is Newport News. Priscilla Burnett running Independent Green Party, Newport News, Virginia.
Brandon Waltrip, Independent Green Party endorsee, 96th District.
Brandon Waltrip is an attorney, a husband, and a father. Brandon Waltrip, Independent Green Party endorsee, 96th District.
Erica Lawler, Independent Green Party, 97th District.
Erica Lawler of the Independent Green Party is a conservationist, a professional conservationist. Erica Lawler of the Independent Green Party is a wife and a mother of 2.
Independent Green Party endorsee nominee for Fairfax County, Virginia. Don't you all love this picture? Gail Farrell Parker, Independent Green Party, Fairfax County Board of Supervisors chair, and our amazing producer.
Gail Farrell Parker is a retired U.S. Air Force officer. Gail Farrell Parker has a master's degree and an IT certification. Gail Farrell Parker is a mother and a grandmother. Gail Farrell Parker of the Independent Green Party of Virginia is also the Independent Green Party state vice chair. Gail Farrell Parker is the only woman in the history of Virginia who has been on the ballot twice for U.S. Senate. Gail Farrell Parker running for the Independent Green Party for Fairfax County Board of Supervisors chair.
Hi, I'm Gail Farrell Parker, Independent Green candidate for Fairfax County Board of Supervisors. You've probably heard a lot about Independent Greens. I'm a businesswoman, a retired Air Force veteran, and governmental budget analyst. I'm the mother of 3 and the grandmother of 4. The Independent Greens have been advocating for more trains and less traffic for Fairfax County for many years, some for as long as 30 years. It's time for us to do something different. There's a financial barrier at the federal level that prevents local authorities from building rail. The current policies say to municipal and state governments, if you build roads, the federal taxpayers will pay 80%. And if you build rail, the federal taxpayers will pay 20%. The Dillon Rule in Virginia means that if local authorities wish to solve Northern Virginia transportation issues by building light rail feeder systems, the Virginia General Assembly must approve the action. Fairfax County receives less than 20 cents on every tax dollar sent to Richmond, and rail returns $20 on every dollar invested in rail. To solve transportation issues with mass transit, more trains, less traffic. By building rail, we can grow the economy, create new green eco-jobs for the ecology, cut dependence on foreign oil. Rail will make us safer, help us to have cleaner air, cleaner water, and remember, rail returns $20 to the community for every dollar invested. Fairfax County is forecast to grow by 1.6 million people in the next 20 years, and coincidentally by 1.6 million new jobs. New tracks, more trains, more often will ensure that folks in Fairfax County will continue to prosper and will prepare for the future. Let's try something different. Let's build light rail feeder systems so we can go places in the future. More trains, less traffic. Vote Gail Farrell Parker in November.
Corazon Foley, Independent Green Party, Fairfax County Board of Supervisors, Springfield District.
Corazon Foley is the first Filipino-American candidate for Springfield District Supervisor in Fairfax County. Corazon Foley of the Independent Green Party is a retired State Department employee. Her husband also retired from the federal government. Corazon Foley, Independent Green Party, is a wife, a mother, and a grandmother.
Now, behold, the big one is coming. Carrie Campbell, Independent Green Party endorsee, Fairfax County Board of Supervisors, Braddock District. I can't help it. I'm going to cheer. Go, Carrie!
Thank you.
Carrie Campbell has been elected to and served in many local offices. North Springfield Civic Association Board, PTA member, Braddock District Council, Fairfax Federation of Citizens Associations. Oh my God, this is a lot. This is quite a resume.
Kate, thank you so much for your kind words and your staunch support. Of course, Brooklyn Kindley, as we mentioned at the top of the show, is also running for Arlington County School Board. So we want to make sure we mention that and come back to it. In the Braddock District race, we advocate for bringing bike share to Braddock. That means better transportation, better multimodal transportation, and we want light rail all the way on the Beltway. Also, we're calling for installing signs at all of our Virginia Rail Express stops, all of our Virginia Rail Express stops. Signs, electronic signs, so that when you're there, you're going by and you see, you can hop on the train because you know the next train is coming. So those are some of the positive solutions for Braddock District in Fairfax County.
That was very convincing.
Thank you,
I'm sure you got it.
Thank you, Mia.
Dr. Catherine Pettigrew, Independent Green Party, Fairfax County School Board at Large.
And that's a beautiful picture there of Dr. Catherine Pettigrew with her daughter and her husband, Pete Marchetti. And I believe you have Pete up next, right?
Exactly. That's Pete Marchetti for you. Pete Marchetti, Independent Green Party, Fairfax County School Board, Braddock District. Marissa Wissar, Independent Green Party, Fairfax County Clerk of Courts. Marissa Wissar is a mother of three. The Independent Green Party candidate, Marissa Wissar, owns and operates Wissar Creations, an event planning company.
Hello, I'm Marissa Wissar, Independent Green Party. We need more trains, less traffic. I'm Marissa Wissar, Independent Green Party. Thanks.
Next up is Steve Pushore, Independent Green Party. He actually announced his nomination right here in our Green TV studio. Oh, who is that lady? I think I know her.
Wait.
This was a brief appearance.
Finish up with Steve.
Yes, I mean,
that was a preview of Brooklyn Kindley.
That was a cute photo.
Thank you.
I mean,
it's very.
And Stephen Pushore is running for Northern Virginia Soil and Water Conservation District Director.
Oh.
Stephen Pushore, running for Northern Virginia Soil and Water Conservation District Director. And of course, Steve, as you correctly noted, Kate Alexandrova, right here on Green TV, he announced that he was running. And next up, Carrie Campbell reads. That's me. Sorry.
That is what's up.
Oh, I'm sorry. Independent Green Party endorsee and nominee for Arlington County
You got to start
Board
from the
of
very beginning. I totally messed up your lines.
It's perfectly fine. That's Audrey Clement coming up that we're talking about here. Audrey Clement was, just as we said at the top of the show, re-elected as national co-chair and one of the members of the Green Party National Steering Committee. Audrey Clement is running for Arlington County Board, as they say in Arlington. Next up, Brooklyn Kindley is the Independent Green Party nominee for Arlington County School Board. Brooklyn Kindley of the Independent Green Party is a real estate professional. Brooklyn Kindley is a mother and has also, as the picture is obvious, Brooklyn Kindley has done some modeling.
Yes.
True, Brooklyn?
That was a gala best dressed. So
Well, clearly you won.
And I was in the paper, so it was great.
That's right. That's a picture from the Chicago Tribune, and Kate, we agree, Brooklyn was the winner, I think.
You are the winner.
Great. All right. And who do we, Brooklyn, thank you so much. Who do we have up next here on our list? Brooklyn Kinley. Next, Albert Burkhart, the Independent Green Party's Colonel Albert Burkhart. U.S. Army veteran, obviously, and a West Point professor, a husband, a father, a grandfather. Albert Burkhart of the Independent Green Party. The picture you see there is him standing in front of his house with the flag painted on the roof. Albert Burkhart of the Independent Green Party, running for County Board of Supervisors, Iowa White County in Newark District. This is the Independent Green Party's Reverend Aaron Lyles. Aaron Lyles is the state chairman of the Independent Greens, the Young Independent Greens. Aaron Lyles is running for school board for Botetourt County School Board. That is down near Roanoke.
Hi, I'm Gail Farrell Parker, Independent Green Party.
Hi, I'm Janet Murphy, Independent Green Party.
I'm Brooklyn Kinley, Independent Green Party.
More trains, less traffic.
As you can see, the Independent Green Party advocates for high-speed rail nationwide and statewide, light rail in our cities and communities. The Indy Green Party is for walkable, bikeable, pedestrian-friendly communities.
Hi, I'm David Lambert, Independent Party candidate, ready to bring more trains, less traffic, more often. The people's champion. I'm gonna fight for more trains, less traffic, more often. Independent Green Party, 2015, ready to roll. David Lambert, that's your candidate. I'm your candidate, David Lambert. More trains.
That's Independent Green Party's David Lambert, candidate for House of Delegates.
Hi, I'm Terry Modulin, Independent Green Party of Virginia. More trains mean less traffic. Let's level the playing field. Let's cut to zero taxpayer subsidies for oil, auto, asphalt, coal, and cement. Rail is safer, cleaner, and less expensive. I'm Terry Modulin, Independent Green Party of Virginia.
Terry Modulin, Independent Green Party candidate for the state senate in the 35th district. Terry Modulin is a Vietnam veteran. Terry Modulin has a master's degree from Georgetown University in urban planning.
I'm an Independent Green Party candidate for Arlington County School Board. I'm running to advocate for the Green New Deal, eco jobs for the economy, solar jobs, wind jobs, geothermal jobs, rail jobs. In Virginia, we need to do what Washington, D.C. has done at Dunbar High School. Install geothermal heating and cooling systems, install solar panels on all our roofs, on all our public buildings.
It is just simply gorgeous here. They have done a beautiful job. This is the Martin Luther King Jr. Plaza in the downtown area of Newport News, and they have done a fantastic job of creating and bringing this to life. It is gorgeous. It's just simply. You know what, Priscilla? This is right here is what everyone should represent.
All right. We also got mayflies out here too. Did he disappear?
Cute. Super cute. That's Independent Green Party leader and candidate and grandpa with his granddaughter, retired Army Colonel Albert Burkhart, Iowa White County.
I'm Corazon Foley, Independent Green Party candidate for Springfield Supervisor. We want more trains, less traffic. I'm Corazon Foley, Independent Green Party candidate for Springfield Supervisor.
Hi, my name is Steve Bushore with the Virginia Independent Green Party. To my right is rail, and we need more. We need more green, we need the eco economy, we need eco jobs. So, As this train rolls, the Independent Green Party will roll with it. Thank you for support. Vote Green. Vote for Virginia Green.
Hi, I'm Peter Marchetti with the Independent Greens of Virginia. We need more trains and less traffic. I'm Peter Marchetti with the Independent Greens.
Thank you. It's so nice to be here again. I am a candidate for chairman of the board, Fairfax County. I'm in this race to remind you, the voters, that we need rail. We need more trains and less traffic. We need more candidates on the ballot to advocate for rail, and we need less apathy. This is a partial list of the candidates we have on the ballot this year, over 50 brave souls.
Hi, I'm Kerry Campbell, independent candidate for Braddock District Supervisor, nonpartisan candidate in a nonpartisan race. The Independent Green Party of Virginia, Green New Deal, eco-jobs for the economy is the positive solution we need in Braddock District. We need to bring bike share to Braddock. We need more trains, more tracks, more often on the Virginia Rail Express. We need to put bike share at each of the Virginia Rail stops in Braddock, Backlick, Rolling, and Burke. We need to put bike share at Annandale Community College, Northern Virginia Community College in Annandale, and at George Mason University in Fairfax City. I'm an Air Force vet and an accountant, member of the North Springfield Civic Association, served on the board for almost a decade, and member of the North Springfield PTA, elected to the Braddock District Council, former vice president of the Fairfax Federation of Civics Associations, where I served as co-chair of the Budget and Transportation Committees. We need more trains, less traffic in Braddock because rail saves lives. Rail grows the economy. Rail increases the value of our homes, our businesses, and our communities. Rail grows revenue for our schools, our police, and our fire departments. And in Fairfax County, we spend about 52% of our budget each year on our outstanding schools. About 25% of the budget each year goes to our police and fire department, and the rest, human services like the libraries. We need to grow the economy, eco-jobs for the economy in Fairfax County. And one way to do that is to make sure in the capital infrastructure budget for Fairfax County that we put geothermal, heating and cooling, and solar panels and renewable energies that ultimately are free energy, energy that pays for itself. Another positive proposal I'll make as your Braddock District Supervisor in Fairfax County is that we provide grants for our homes and for our businesses to put solar and renewable energy in their property. This is the positive way to go. This is eco-jobs for the economy in Braddock District and Fairfax County. I'm Kerry Campbell, independent for Braddock District Supervisor.
Hi, I'm Janet Murphy. I'm your Independent Green Party candidate this year. I just want to remind you that we are supporting the Green New Deal, solar jobs, geothermal jobs, wind energy jobs, all the smart things that are going to support us going forward. So please don't forget to come out and vote.
How long do you think it will be before marijuana is completely legal in New York, and should it be?
60 seconds. Well, if I'm elected governor, I will push very hard for the legalization, regulation, and taxation of marijuana like Washington State and Colorado are now doing.
I'm Albert Burkhardt, Independent Green Party of Virginia, and I've long advocated for light passenger rail here in Isle of Wight County. We want to build a monorail, a passenger train, between the Amtrak station in Newport News and a proposed Amtrak station in Windsor to connect both lines and make a loop that'll be continuous all the way through Richmond. I'm Albert Burkhardt, Independent Green Party of Virginia.
And Colonel Albert Burkhardt is the Independent Green Party candidate for Board of Supervisors in Isle of Wight County, Newark District. Colonel Burkhart retired from the U.S. Army. The independent Green Party candidate is a Vietnam veteran. Colonel Burkhart is a retired school teacher. The independent Green Party teacher serves on the local volunteer fire department in his hometown, same as my brother-in-law out in Colorado.
Dr. Kent Mesplay, Green Party candidate for president, has competition. Here's how Dr. Jill Stein, who is Dr. Mesplay's competition for the Green Party nomination, here's how Dr. Jill Stein was introduced at the National Press Club by the Green Party's Dr. Margaret Flowers.
Change in this country is having a mass movement that is broad and having a political arm that represents that mass movement. That person is Jill Stein. So I'm really happy that you're here doing this. I applaud you. It is not an easy task, and she has the energy and the grace to do this in a really wonderful way. So thank you, Jill.
Dr. Margaret Flowers introducing Dr. Jill Stein at her announcement for the Green Party nomination for president. Dr. Flowers is expected to be a Green Party candidate for U.S. Senate in 2016. Former Green Party candidate for U.S. Senate, Medea Benjamin, was also at the announcement. Dr. Medea Benjamin called for fiscally conservative cuts in taxpayer spending waste at the Pentagon.
Pentagon budget, which we must cut by many hundreds of billions of dollars to invest in our communities here at home.
Carrie, if we just had an independent auditing system for the Pentagon, and I think that's something you've been talking about, and we trimmed the waste, that alone would fund many social programs. I want to talk a little bit about the Green New Deal, which basically indicates good governance. That's what that's about, having generational ethics, taking care of our infrastructure rather than allowing it to continue to crumble. And back in 2008, I introduced the Green New Deal. Someone had put that bug in my ear, but I hadn't made it the centerpiece of my campaign in the same way that Jill Stein had. I'm also an advocate for, shall we say, less centralized control and planning. We really need to have a strong volunteer spirit here in the States where people grow their victory gardens and they take better care of their local communities and enact green solutions on the go rather than waiting for our federal government to get its act together and take a leadership role in these serious issues, especially in light of climate change.
We got one more video I think we want to show here. We want to revisit the first video released by the Dr. Jill Stein campaign. Dr. Mesplay, here we go, right?
The biggest way people give up power is by not knowing that we have it to start with. Well, we've got it, and we're going to use it. And it doesn't come from the big corporate political parties that are bought and paid for by Wall Street. Their choices are not our choices.
Their candidates are not our candidates. Their economy is not our economy.
Their government is not our government. Their prisons are not our prisons. Their police are not our police. And their endless wars are not our wars. And their recovery for the few is not our recovery. The 1% is quaking in their boots because we're waking up to the fact that we have the
Dr. Kent Mesplay, Green Party candidate for president on Green Party Green TV, independent Green Party Green TV. Dr. Mesplay, the next video we want to show is from your friend and mine. Please introduce it.
Okay, Gail Farrell Parker is the independent Green Party candidate for Fairfax County Board of Supervisors. She's the chair.
Hi, I'm
Gail Farrell,
Parker,
is best candidate. Here's why.
For County Board of Supervisors here in Virginia. I'm running because we need more trains and less traffic. We need the Green New Deal. We need more Green Party candidates on the ballot to advocate for building rail. And our hats off to California for being the first state to break ground to build a high-speed rail system. Rail built anywhere in America benefits all of America. We need more Green Party candidates on the ballot. Join us and get on the ballot to advocate for building more rail. I'm Gail Farrell Parker.
We pause today at the end of today's Green Party Green TV to remember Green Party candidate, Green Party leader, Jay Houston Marx. Jay Marx was a Green Party candidate for U.S. House of Representatives. Jay Houston Marx died suddenly in a swimming accident. Bill Moyer remembered Jay Houston Marx. Brother Jay Marx, you burned brightly in life, so brightly that even your premature passing breathes inspiration into our souls. We will miss you, Jay, but never forget you. The sisters and brothers that walked, marched, and sang songs of protest at your side will fight on in your memory. Jay Houston Marx was a good man who saw hurt and tried to heal it, saw wrong and tried to right it, saw war and tried to stop it.
3,000, 4,000. Almost 4,000 American soldiers already killed. Testing, check. Who's listening? Testing, check. Is the press here? Hello? Testing, check. Are the American people here? Yeah! Hell yeah. A majority of the American people want this war to stop. Test, check. 50%, 60%, 70% of the American people want this war to stop. Can we hear it for them? Who wants this war to stop? Testing, check. Can you hear us now? Can you hear us now? Over 3,800 American soldiers killed. But wait, these numbers are still too small. Testing, check. 10,000, 20,000, 25,000, 28,000. How many American soldiers wounded? How many American soldiers already wounded, sent back with broken limbs, without lives, sent back? Why? And a war for what? A war for what? For oil. For why? A war based on what? Lies. Oil and lies. Oil and greed and lies. And how long do we let it go on? Testing, check, 1, 2. Is this thing on yet? Hello? Hello, testing, check, 1, 2. Wait, the numbers are still too small. Because now, we can't forget, Americans aren't the only people in the world. What about Iraqis? Testing, check, wait, 100,000, 200,000, 300,000, 400,000, 500,000, 600,000. How many Iraqis have been killed? Innocent Iraqi people killed. Iraq, who's done nothing to the United States. How long? How many? How many? Does anyone know how many Iraqis? No, we don't even know because our government's not even keeping track. We're not even counting. We don't even know for sure because we learned a lesson in Vietnam. The government learned a lesson in Vietnam that it's very dangerous to track the enemy deaths because then people tend to focus on that because death is a problem for people. Right? And we start to wonder, how long? How long? How many? 800,000? 900,000? 1 million dead Iraqis? More. No more. But that's still not enough. The numbers are still too small. The numbers are still too small because then we can also start talking about budget. We can also start talking about money and the resources. Lives are the most precious resource, but there are also other human resources. Our American, our treasure, our tax dollars, our work, the work of the American people being hijacked and used and spent and wasted on weapons of war, weapons of destruction. While what? While the planet is literally melting. while the Arctic is literally melting, while in the Antarctic, great glaciers are calving off, never before seen in history. And we're spending how many billions? 1 billion, 2 billion, 3 billion, testing, check, testing, 4 billion, 5 billion. How many just on this war alone? 100 billion, 200 billion, 300 billion dollars. How much does this war cost? 400 billion, 500 billion dollars.
2 trillion.
On war, on destruction, and in the meantime, the planet is melting. Polar bears are swimming, but it's not just charismatic carnivores who are perishing. It's people on islands in the middle of the Indian Ocean, in the middle of the South Pacific, islands that are drowning. People, cultures, thousands of years old that are drowning. And the United States is the #1 contributor to global warming, #1 per capita contributor, and has been for years and years. And how long do we let it go on and we continue to ignore the warming and concentrate on the war? More war for how long?
No more.
No more. Let me hear it again. How long?
No more.
War no more.
War no more.
Stop this war.
Stop this war.
Stop this war.
Stop this war.
Stop this warming.
Stop this warming.
Stop this warming.
Stop this warming.
Thank you for coming out today. My name is Jay Marx. I'm with the Washington Peace Center. Thank you, Paul. Thank you for the peace walker who's been making it out for how long? Stepping it up for peace.